Let me take you back to a time when the world stood on the edge of total collapse. A time when one decision would end the deadliest war in human history and change the future forever. This is the story of how the United States and Japan reached a final turning point in World War II. By the early 1940s, the world was already burning. Europe was locked in war, and across the Pacific, Japan was expanding rapidly. Japan believed that control over Asia and the Pacific was necessary for survival and power. The United States, meanwhile, wanted to protect its interests and maintain peace in the region. Tensions grew quietly, until one sudden moment changed everything. On December 7, 1941, Japanese forces launched a surprise attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. American ships were damaged, lives were lost, and the nation was shocked. The next day, the United States declared war on Japan. The Pacific War had begun. The war between the U.S. and Japan was unlike anything seen before. The Pacific Ocean became a battlefield of islands, skies, and seas. The United States adopted a strategy called island hopping, capturing key islands one by one instead of attacking every enemy position. Each island gained brought American forces closer to Japan. The fighting was exhausting. Both sides suffered heavily. Japan fought with determination, refusing to surrender, believing honor mattered more than defeat. As months turned into years, Japan's resources weakened. Cities were damaged, supply lines were cut, and the future grew uncertain. Still, the war continued. By 1945, the United States faced a terrifying question. Invading Japan directly could cost millions of lives, both American and Japanese. The war had already taken too much from the world. At the same time, a new weapon had been developed, one with unimaginable power. American leaders believed it could force Japan to surrender and end the war quickly. It was not a decision taken lightly. It was a decision shaped by fear, urgency, and the desire to end the war. In August 1945, the United States used atomic weapons on Hiroshima and later Nagasaki. The impact shocked the world. Japan now faced total destruction with no path forward. Continuing the war would only bring more suffering. On August 15, 1945, Japan announced its surrender. World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history, was finally over. The war left deep scars across nations and generations. But from the ruins came reflection, rebuilding, and a global effort to prevent such destruction from happening again. Japan would later rebuild into a peaceful and powerful nation. The United States emerged as a global leader, and the world learned a painful lesson about the cost of war. This was not a story of victory alone. It was a story of consequences.